This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're here announcing a big night of action, August 28th in Birmingham. On the bill, Lyon Woodstock Jr. Leon, first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Let's talk about your fight now with Anthony Cacace, British title on the line as well. Just a couple of weeks ago, you just itching to get in there now?
I'm ready. Do you know what I mean? If I got told the fight was tomorrow, I'd be calm with that.
Leon, I saw the Zoom video you did with Anthony Cacace on the Queensberry channel. You're both very sure of bringing the heat in this fight. You both said you'd be willing to trade at times. Is this nailed on fight of the night in your opinion?
Fight of the night? I don't know. It might be. It could be. Probably will be. We'll see.
Now, in terms of, I wanted to talk about your career so far. You didn't have the biggest amateur background. I think it was only 12 or so amateur fights. I'm sure you're correct. 24, there you go. So you've been learning on the job as you go, really. I just wanted to talk about particularly the Sharp and the Barrett fights where you went those rounds. How much do you feel you learned on the job in those fights, and how much better of a fighter are you now for that?
You know, I've never been asked that question. It's a good question. I knew everything that I needed to do before I got in the ring with both of them. But I've been saying this for quite a lot of the day, to be fair, through the interviews I've been doing. Life's a journey, do you know what I mean? We can have all the answers in front of us and know what we've got to do, but implementing it in the moment that's another thing. You've got to be able to control your emotion, control the environment, control yourself, your wandering thoughts. So for me, because I weren't as good at doing that then as I am now, that's what let me down, do you know what I mean? Because my coach is a very good coach. He's a very good coach. He knows his boxing, do you know what I'm saying? So we was working on the things to beat both of them. And it's just, I was going to say unfortunate. That's not the word. It's not unfortunate because I needed them experiences to know now, to learn now. So it wasn't unfortunate. It's just that's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You get me? But for me, it's all positive. It's all positive because without that, this guy don't exist. And I needed this man. You get what I'm saying? I've been on a journey of discovering myself, finding who am I really, and to do that you have to hold that mirror up to yourself and be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? With the things that are in your life that are good, bad, this, that, and the other, your flaws, and to be able to rectify it all, you got to do that. And yeah, man, this journey has been well needed. It's been well needed. Lockdown did me a massive favour.
This is one thing I wanted to ask you about, so we'll come on to it now. During lockdown, I know you're a very deep thinker from your social media and your interviews. You've done quite a lot of soul searching and getting to know yourself a bit better. What are the main things you've learned about yourself? I know you like to do a lot of meditation and a lot of thinking as well. Tell me about that.
You know, so I'm not going on too long because I know I talk. I've always known I was a fighter, do you get what I'm saying? Like, my soul being, you get me? But I'm a true warrior, true gladiator. It's not a facade. It's not something I've just fell into. Before I even got here, that's what I was. Do you know what I mean? A warrior, a gladiator, a combatant in the art of fighting. You get me? So, yeah, man, I just had to find that man so I could have full reassurance and confidence in him. So, and this is going to be the first time I'm stepping in the ring as me. So, yeah, man, I'm good.
Is visualization important to you? Do you think a lot about how the fight will play out, and do you picture what will lie ahead in that Anthony Cacace fight a lot?
Well, I'm only human, you get me? So I'm going to have visions in my head, this, that, and the other, but the mind does that. The mind does that. I'm very aware that I'm going in there with no expectations, no matter what my mind tries to tell me or say to me, because it tries to fool you. And it's about having that control, that composure. So, yeah, I've had these thoughts, that thought, but I'm aware and I'm conscious of the fact that anything can happen. So I expect nothing, but I expect everything at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I just know that what I've been doing, what I've been working on with my team, with Hodge, at Unity, we got the tools, man. We got the tools. So anything that he brings, we got the answers for. So I'm going in there very confident.
Leon, the British title is on the line, one of the most prestigious belts in boxing. What would it mean to you personally to be able to take that home with you, one of the most sought after belts in the whole sport?
I've always wanted to have the British title, you know what I'm saying? So for me, this is everything. I've literally just done an interview with Dev and I just said to him, people have asked me what you're doing after the fight, where you going. Who would you like to fight? What titles would you like to contend for? And honestly, I've not thought that far at all. Like, I've thought no further than the 28th with anything, even just normal life plans or whatnot. Because for me, that's my destination point. You get what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say it a lot of the time, oh yeah, this is like a world title to me, but that's one of the most prestigious belts in the world. So it's the only thing I can compare it to. But it's everything. It really is, and I've put the work in. So I'm ready. I am now.
With Anthony Cacace, I'm sure you've watched plenty of him, seen plenty of him. What do you make of him as a fighter? What does he do well, and what doesn't he do so well as well?
I think he's one of the best super featherweight fighters in the country, honestly speaking. So I know it's not going to be no pushover fight. I'm ready for a hard 12 rounds. But I just know that everything I do and everything that I'm going to bring is going to have me victorious. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like I said, whatever he brings, whether he wants to run through me, be negative, whatever it is, I'll have the answers for it.
I know you've got your mind in a place where you're fully focused on fight, but have you allowed yourself to think about what this could do for your career trajectory if it all goes right and you are British champion August 28th?
Again, I'm only human. The mind wanders. But I always got to maintain that control and that composure over myself and my mind, you get me? So I ain't really allowed myself to do that, you get me? But my mind will want to, but no. Now, 28th, that's what matters. Nothing else matters other than that, you get me? So, no.
Final question from me. You've been pro a long time now. You've got some good experience in those hard title fights, going in for a British title fight now. I know you've done a lot of reflection, like I say, over lockdown. What advice would you give the Lyon Woodstock that was just turning professional and starting his journey, if you actually could?
You know what? I won't give him any. Because everything that happened needed to happen. And if I say anything to him, then there's a chance that them things won't happen. And I wouldn't be where I am now within myself. At this current moment, it would have took a bit longer, I'd say. So, nothing.
Leon, I'll let you go. Thank you as always, speaking of Boxing Social, and best of luck.